This video is sponsored by PelucidFX.com. Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Now guys, let's take a look at the gold market. Well, every time situations on the markets confirms that if you have the patience, you definitely will get something that will make the overall situation clear for you, and at least that will give you some foundation, some context that you could use for trading, and will clarify a bit the overall situation on the market. Well, within the previous sessions on the current week, we said that situation is a bit indefinite and unclear because from the one point of view, market has the signs of the possible deeper retracements on the daily time frame chart. That's particularly speaking the appearing of the possible head and shoulders. That is the existence of this first reversal swing. Then usually market should show some deeper retracement and so on, and different some other moments. But this upward action has confused us, since this could become the bullish dynamic pressure, because trend has turned bearish while price action is not. Price action doesn't support trend and shows the upward action, and usually the minimum target of this pattern is taken out of these previous highs, some further upward acceleration. But take a look what has happened yesterday. Market has formed the bearish stop grabber. So it was deep, fast move to the upside and then returning right back down. Market has tried to shift trend on the bullish side, but has failed, and trend has remained bearish. That pattern on the daily time frame chart clarifies the possible, as we could say, the target, clarifies the target that stands right here at these lows. So this pattern suggests taking out of these lows, and invalidation point of this pattern stands right at the top. So if market will pass through this top, it will mean probably that market will continue to move higher. While until market stands inside of this swing, inside of this candle, the chances still exist that market will take out of these lows and will continue to move lower, and probably will reach 1220 area, where it could be the bottom of this pattern. And this, if we could call it the strategy pattern that is forming already for a long period, will be completed, or at least we will see either the failure of this pattern or appearing of the valley of the right shoulder that we already expect for a long period. Well, so currently the all short-term stuff will stand around this bearish stop grabber pattern. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we have interesting picture. I will contract chart a bit so you will see it a bit greater. So that is our major trend line has been broken to the downside. Market has tested once, second test. Yesterday it was the third test of this trend line that market has failed every time when it has read it and can't return right back above it. Okay. Simultaneously, market is forming some sort of this triangle pattern, and we have the bearish engulfing right inside of it. The moment that currently makes overall situation is not as perfect as it could be is appearing of this bullish stop grabber on the 4-hour time frame chart. It's not a big deal in general, and on the 4-hour chart, the stop grabbers fail very often, especially on the gold market. For example, you can see it even here. So here was the bearish stop grabber, but market hasn't taken out of these previous lows and turned to the upside, and this grabber has failed. So you can find a lot of examples of the failure of the 4-hour stop grabber, but at the same time, this pattern suggests taking out of these highs, erasing of the daily pattern. Okay. On the hourly time frame chart, we have another one. We have this one, stop grabber, right here. It's also to suggest the taking out of these highs. And take a look how market really interesting has developed to the upside. First of all, it has hit 1618 of this initial ABCD pattern. Then it will continue right to the 200% extension, the doubling of this distance. If you could treat it as the double bottom, this target will be as the double of the distance between the bottom and the neckline. To count it to the upside, you will get precisely the second top. Also, that was the 100% of this most recent ABC bottom. So the fib extensions works not bad in general. Well, so this is, as usual on the gold market, is a bit tricky moment. From the one point of view, we have the signs of the exhausting and the weakness on the daily time frame chart. The market was unable to pass through this and testing these highs, just showing the bearish pattern. From the other point of view, we have this situation that becomes the patterns that become overall situation a bit more sophisticated and more tricky, sparing this stop grabber, and hourly time frame chart that stop grabber. That theoretically suggests taking out of these highs. If we surplus here the concerns on the macroeconomic data that should be released today, the European Central Bank statement, tomorrow it will be non-farm payrolls release, and recent ADP weaker report. Overall situation, this just creates really the Pandora box. Is just some sort of the doom and gloom could come on the nearest trading session on the gold market. So that's why, guys, that is a choice upon you, where you will try to dive in all this mess with the trading gold market right now, or it's better to wait it's a bit and when the situation will become clear. But personally, I would better search the possibility to take in the short position rather than the taking the long in the current situation, despite all these patterns. One thing that you could apply here is to wait maybe some deep retracement to the upside, because the gold market likes to show the deep retracements. Usually this is the 618 retracement. So if you still would like to take the short, keep an eye on the 1265, 1266 area with the stops above these highs, because this is the invalidation point of the possible on the daily stop grabber pattern, with the taking the short with the target around 1220. So risk reward is not very attractive, is slightly greater than 1-to-1, because this is approximately $45 till 2020 area, and here from this area to this, but no, the risk reward will be acceptable. It's approximately 1-to-4. Well, but anyway, this current situation is a bit really tricky. So it carries more significant risk than usual, because, as I said, not only the technical moment, but also the fundamental factors impact. Now investors a bit concerned, a bit worrying and nervous, since situation now seems a bit unstable with this drop on the stocks, when the fundamental releases not quite support the Fed Reserve strategy of the tapering on the quantitative easing program. Once they have started to tape this tapering of the quantitative, right after that the negative fundamental that have started to was released. So it's a bit not very calm situation on the market right now, with this whole mess on the emerging markets, and it's really it's a bit very noisy situation right now on the markets. That's why volatility could increase significantly, and as you can see on the gold market also, it's some sort of not quite clear situation. But if you trade something, you should trade the particular patterns, and currently we have only one pattern that has been formed and looks clear, is the bearish stop grabber on the daily time frame chart. So if you would like to trade something on the gold market, try to trade this pattern, because it gives you the clear picture where you should place your stop, where will be your target, and what action in general to expect from the market. If something will go wrong, it means that this pattern probably will fail, and you will understand it quickly. So that's all that I would like to say about the gold market right now. Let's see what will happen.